Working as intended.
Ow.
Alright, will today be the day that I get to Heaven's Ward? Nope. Today we have other stuff to do. But first we invite our slave.
Alright, what are we doing, and what do I need to be on?
You can be on pretty much anything. Because we're doing unsynced.
Okay.
We're gonna go here and kill this.
Uh-oh.
What do you mean, uh-oh? If I could easily solo this shit at level 80, you can do it at 90?
Yeah,
I'm
you
here
mistake me for somebody who plays good.
But I'm here for the cutscenes. Whoa. Exploratory site, 912 yalms. Get the usual Home Depot opening. Alright, your job is to go kill. Go murder.
Alright.
See, I mean, look how much damage you do. Just regular. See, it's done.
Oh, I'm not worried about this one. It's like when we get to nail and stuff like that.
Nail shouldn't be too bad. I'll definitely die from the meteors, but everything else... Like, Twin Tanya should die before any dive bomb shenanigans. If you're really worried, you can just go Machinist or something.
Yeah, I might on those ones.
You can dispose of the disposal node. I know the first one had actual cutscenes, but this one doesn't really seem to have too much in terms of cutscenes.
No.
So I'm wondering how much cutscene stuff you miss if you just go. Because now you can skip a lot of stuff, right? Oh, there we go. Finished. Cutscene. Now I just get a hooray.
Hooray.
Nope, just get a nod.
Oh, here's your loots.
Yay, loots! Aha, mapping the realm. Don't feel like rolling, I'll just wait till you leave. Alright, I don't remember my way through this next one, so I'm just gonna follow you along and see if you can eventually just find the way to the exit. Because remember, this one's amazing.
Yeah.
Hi, Tech. Hi, Tech, how you doing? $12.33 yalms, the engine room. This one doesn't have a boss, does it?
No.
Alright, go murder. Whee! This place has cool music, though. Oh, sure, just leave me alone with this guy. I'm taking the teleporter by.
Oh, guess where we got to? Okay.
Yes, this one that can be two-way because of the glowing things on there. You see there's two different directions it can go. I have just as much knowledge of the way to go through here as you do. Oh, threesome. Yay, X potions and X ether. Dark matter golem. No longer silent terminal. Do we get 10 points every time we go through a ring?
I'm just imagining that the rings are forward.
Yeah, I contributed. I can get behind that logic. Murder! I'll play with this while you murder. Wee, mapping the realm.
Oh, this one.
This place used to just be sped run for the gear.
Yeah, you'd take all the little side paths.
Touch the technology! Aha! Wait, no chest for gear?
Yeah, for all that work we did, right? Although I'd say that's harder than some of the boss fights. At least longer. Now we get the one that everybody goes to get their mount.
Gotta start it up. Oh, we got a cutscene. Elevator start up. Drive cylinder. Enemies! It's like coming to the cutscene and all the enemies are already dead. Everything just gets murdered. More! I'm contributing! I'll hide inside of you. I'm a Lalafell, I'm small enough. Easy.
And that's why everybody does it for their tank thingies.
Nowadays, everybody does Halicarnassus because it counts for both, right?
Right.
Did it? I guess these other extra ones don't have any extra cutscenes that are story related. Then again, turn 1 did. Was turn 1 a requirement?
Yes, turn 1 is a requirement to unlock it, I believe. And then you can just shoot straight to 5.
5. Well, we're doing 5 next, so... This one definitely has story cutscenes.
Yes. 5, 9, and 12.
Dive bombs are a hassle. So are twisters. It'll bring back nightmares of Wukong.
When we're running... Oh shoot, what is that? You have to fight Twin Tanya as one of the... kind of a copy of Twin Tanya as one of the bosses in...
Eureka?
Yeah, the Deep Eureka.
Alright, what's going on here? Oh, hi guys. This is going rather more smoothly than expected. It is indeed convenient to have a hero on hand. She's getting carried. Gods, that the camera should open up again, even at this depth. Ha! This resembles a finger. And so it should. This is Bahamut's hand. Gotta hand it to him. As with the wings, it seems to be frozen, and for that I count my blessings. But again, I find myself wondering, how is it able to retain physical form? I'd assume that Bahamut's reversion to Aether was the cause of the widespread changes to the realm, but if he is still here, then that theory no longer holds. What was it then that brought about the realm's sudden regeneration? There's still so much we don't know about this Cartano. I have the slightest inkling how deep these caverns run, but we must continue. Right into a boss room.
I know what brought about the realm's recreation. Yoshi P.
Oh, you get 100 poetics. Alright, the right hand of Bahamut will be sealed off in 15 seconds. It's a dragon and its little wyverns. Angry dragon. And I'm dead. You just see me running around. It's gonna dive. Whee! Dive bomb!
Yeah. I got hit into the wall. I gotta pay more attention to where she's at.
Let me just kill her before she dive bombs.
She instantly disappears. I had a certain amount of hit points, I thought.
Did it.
There's one more.
Oh, she's gonna be coming through the middle then. Whee! Right into the wall. Oh yeah, isn't there like 3 more dive bombs after this? Anyways, you use the little pit here. You go into the pit and then wait for the marker to appear and then you move out of the pit. Dodge the dives. And even if you get hit, it won't take you all the way across, so. And Twin Tanya says hi. Did it. Dead dragon. Victory! Lalafell cheer. Alright, first one done. Huh, it took me to main bridge. Activate the lift. What's going on here? This contraption is used to control the saturation of Aether? I suppose there's only one way to find out. The microwave. Play with machines that you don't understand and hope they don't explode. Or hope they do explode.
Yeah.
The dragon you vanquished earlier. Doubtless you noticed the peculiar contraption about its neck. It was likely a receptor of some description used to enslave the creature. Ancient NAEL'D possessed the means to control dragons, it would seem. The Guardians would kill for this knowledge, though to be sure it could as easily be brought to bear against them. An army of dragons could turn the tide of any battle, as the Garleans once learned to their sorrow. I would not be the least bit surprised if they now sought to exploit this power. Whatever their plans, this serves as another reminder of the might of the Alligans. One cannot help but wonder how so advanced a civilization came to fall. Something moved. Ooh, lighting up your life. Ooh, pretty. It's very blue. Whoa. Gods be good. What if gods want to be bad? This is Bahamut's head. And that enormous crystal pulses as if it were their heart. Then the primal that had awakened was Bahamut all this time? No, 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 that cannot be true. This would mean that grandfather died for naught. Bahamut's getting lasered. Confound it, we do not know enough to strike at it now. We must withdraw. Who is that? No, it can't be. Grandfather, is it truly you? No, don't leave me again, please. Grandfather! It's like he doesn't seem like he's doing good shit this time. I know, we can do no more for now. Is this questline actually required nowadays, or is it still extra? Because I know meeting Alisaie here actually changes the text later in the game. For when you meet her in the main story quest.
I believe for the most part that's still all it does.
It's like, now where do I go in here?
To the second coil.
To the exit. And jump into another cutscene. Made it out. Oh, so those look like awkward shoes. But this looks like... How do we come to be in Northern Thanalan of all places? Oh, but such details matter little. Do they, though? Grandfather's alive! Bahamut did not defeat him. Why won't he return to us? I don't understand. This expedition has yielded more questions than it did answers. At any rate, we would both be better for a rest. Let us return to the waking sands and reflect upon what we have seen. Thanks, without you, none of this would have been possible. And pray return to the waking sands. So I started the Hildebrand questline. The best questline in this game.
By far.
Did you know there was a Hildebrand questline in 1.0? Did you ever look into that? Because when you start the questline in this game, it says that Hildebrand, was a hero who went off to into Dalamud. And in 1.0, he actually, I can't remember, he explodes with some spear and then, goes flying into the Red Moon. And that's what ends the questline.
Oh, jeez. I can't remember. It's been so long since I did all those quests.
Well, I mean, you didn't play before ARR, did you? You didn't play
No.
1.0. Yeah, that's when the first Hildebrand questline was out. Before ARR. So when you do the ARR questline, it's it starts off with like it's a continuation of it. All the way back to the Waking Sands to talk to You're in Danger. Hi guys, what's going on with this meeting? Alisaie's pledge. Your manager would speak with you regarding your experience inside the binding coil. Well, glad am I for thy safe return. Lady Alisaie hath apprised me of thy many experiences. As thou wilt doubtless be aware, Master Luiswell was my lady's grandsire. Gravely concerned was I for her safety, but 'twould seem I need not have been so. With all my heart, I do thank thee for watching over her. But come, thou must speak with Mistress Alisaie upon that which transpired within the binding coil. May it serve to bring us closer to the truth of the calamity. I mean, just immediately finish the quest by talking to her. You couldn't just put that into one part. Shall we begin then, Ranger? I understand you have a report of your own to share with us. Aye, my lady. Even as thou didst emerge from the depths, an etheric disturbance betokening primal activity was observed. In Mordona was it marked first. By comparison of time and magnitude, we have since deduced its origin, the Cardinal Flats. Strange. There have been no reports of primal activity in that region. It could only have been Bahamut. That would certainly explain how we came to be in northern Thanalan. Somehow the cavern took us all the way from Vilbren to the heart of Eldenard. 'Twould seem so, my lady. It is all but certain then, after Bahamut disappeared 5 years ago, he had been himself beneath the Cardinal and has since lain dormant, regenerating. Aye, my lady, taken together with thine own account of Bahamut's continued presence, the land's slowness to heal, and the disorder of the etheric currents do point to one conclusion. Bahamut stirreth. If left unchecked, the primal shall drink of Rosia's life force, till he doth waken to rain ruin upon the land. Once again. I'll handle it, and rest assured I do not mean to give up. Bahamut may still live, but so does the grandfather. For the past 5 years he has been keeping vigil over his nemesis, making certain that the primal does not escape. Master Luisa doth yet live? I durst not hope. And thou art certain 'twas no mere manifestation of thine all too sorely felt grief? I know how desperate this may sound, Ranger, but I saw him with my own 2 eyes. But he vanished deeper into the labyrinth before we had a chance to speak. 2 more like fragments of Dalaman pierced the earth when the lesser moon fell. One we have seen. If we can but find the other 2, I am certain that we will find grandfather as well. If thou so believest, my lady, then I too shall have faith. If it please you, I shall notify the Grand Companies of development. All Eorzea must stand united if we are to avert a repeat of the calamity. That will not be necessary. Being the great concealer that it is, Alphanel will seek to unite Eorzea of his own accord. If rumors are true, that endeavor is already well underway. So let us leave the diplomacy to the diplomat while we continue our investigation of Bahamut. I swear no matter what it takes, we will find my grandfather and uncover the whole truth of the calamity. You have heard me swear to do these things, but without your strength I cannot hope to make good on my word. The danger to Eorzea is not past. For the sake of all who abide here, I pray that you will ever be our sword in the darkness. Will do. Alright, all done, and then immediately go to the next quest. Open up the second coil. The truth is down there. The truth is down there. That sounds lewd. Ranger would have you delve deeper into the mysteries surrounding the elder primal Bahamut. Crystal-choked abyss lieth beneath the Cardinal Flats, the unholy cradle of an elder primal, and by thy hand were truths great and terrible wrested from these once celestial depths. Yet as it off the caves, an answer doth breed a profusion of questions, and the unknown doth beckon with irresistible allure. Ne'er have the mysteries of the Red Moon lain so neatly within our grasp. Alisaie hath sent word of her coming. 'Tis time once more to brave the precipice and leap unflinching into the dragged wound that doth gape beneath the land. And then we need a cutscene. Mine apologies, I trust I have not kept you waiting over long. I'm both delighted and reassured to have you at my side once more. I would not waste your time with trivialities. Let us proceed directly to the discussion of that which we have learned and that which we hope to learn anon. Initially, it was evidence of a new primal that led us to delve into the cavern deep beneath Castrum Occident, and to explore the subterranean scars left after the fall of Dalamud. As you will well recall, what we found was a vast, largely intact fragment of the fallen satellite, and within the depths of that structure we discovered not the new primal we had expected, but the broken form of Bahamut himself. Yet even this great revelation would soon be overshadowed by the appearance of my own dear grandfather. I have since shared our sundry findings with Rambros. Yes, right, Rambros before Hose. Preeminent scholar of the Sons of St. Connacht, and he in turn did kindly furnish me with a theory concerning the Elder Primal's elegant prison. 'Twould seem that Dalamud was constructed to gather unto itself the rays of the sun and thence channel this radiant bounty into the Crystal Tower. The ancients saw great potential in Bahamut's capacity to manipulate energies of otherwise unmanageable magnitude. Just for this reason they did not 'Twas this reason that they did bind him within the Red Moon to serve as its living core. Do you remember the sight that greeted us at the culmination of our journey, the colossal device that surrounded and seemed to cradle the incomplete form of the Elder Primal? From the information provided to us by the Suns, we have learned that these contraptions were termed internment hulks, and that each bore the designation Ragnarok class. The purpose of these hulks is believed to be twofold. First, they are meant to act as binding coils, rendering Bahamut incapable of escape. And second, they are meant to feed him. Perversely, the self-same energy which prevents him from moving also serves to sustain his corporeal manifestation. Bahamut's permitted neither to die nor to truly live. He merely is allowed to be. For century upon century was the Elder Primal thus imprisoned, bound about in fetters so subtle in their working and yet so adamant that though his cell be destroyed, Bahamut lieth yet at the mercy of his long-departed captors. It has long been held that the primals require the prayers of their faithful followers to exist, yet none alive worship Bahamut. Could it be then that the Alligans found a way to simulate prayer itself? It seems that the only logical explanation. I would postulate therefore that the regenerative mechanism in question also supplies something akin to the power of prayer. Consequently, if all of the internment hulks were to be rendered inactive, Bahamut should dissolve into the aether. Upon the evidence of thy previous foray, we determined that the Elder Primal is sustained by 3 such binding coils. Thus did we commence to scour the realm and found in the 12s that as yet unexplored fragment of the lesser moon bearing a most familiar etheric signature. And after conducting a preliminary investigation, we believe we have discovered a point from which this North Shroud fragment and the second of the internment hulks can be entered. As there is your sword in the darkness, I would have you once more lead the charge. I will, of course, be there at your side. Once you have made your preparations, head to Fallguard Float and make yourself known to my assistant, Serpent Lieutenant NAEL'D. The fallen fragment is not far from the settlement, and your position provides a convenient rendezvous point. Alright, off to the Shroud. I will break these elegant fetters, for they bind my grandfather as surely as they bind Bahamut. Alright, let's go nuke Bahamut. This is a useful questline name. It's like, how are babies made? Oh, the achievement, the truth is down there. Hello, Lieutenant. I've been expecting you. My name is NAEL'D. I've been accorded the rank of Lieutenant within the Order of the Twin Adder that I may better assist the Lady Alisaie in her endeavors here in the 12s Wood. Such authority has allowed me to act without interference from the local soldiery and to conduct a preliminary investigation of the Alder Springs fragment. From what we have seen of the exterior, the structure shares many common features with one you explored in Lenosha and likely plays host to a similar complement of guardians. But if your words alone will do little to prepare you for what lies ahead, pray seek out my comrade to the south and west. He is charged with observing all that occurs in the vicinity of the fragment, and we will be well placed to show you the thing, if nothing less. So convenient being able to fly in these old areas now. Sharp-eyed serpent private. What's going on out here? Hello! What business brings you to this broken land? Unless you fancy being ground to a bloody pulp under the granite fists of a wandering golem, I suggest you bugger off. Please help. Give me information. Oh, my apologies, Madam Lady. Alisaie did send word of your impending arrival, but 'twould seem I've grown rather too accustomed to shooing away curious sellswords and reckless explorers. Behold, if you will, one of the fallen shards of the Red Moon Dalamud. Initial survey uncovered no evidence of the Empire's presence, which, while fortune itself, meant that the approach to the fragment had yet to be cleared. After much effort, however, we succeeded in carving out a semblance of a path which should grant you access to the entrance, and that, I'm afraid, is where our progress ended. The interior, while assuming that the architecture of this hulk resembles the first, the master controls you seek will be located on the bottommost layer, past all the ingenious and deadly defenses of which the ancient Alligans seem so indecently fond. If you would know more, I'm afraid there is nothing for it but to brave the depths of the fragment yourself. Like I said, we'll soon be arriving at Fallguard. Pray do not tarry on your way back to the lieutenant's post. I imagine our young mistress will be most eager to commence the expedition. The road ahead promises peril aplenty, and I would humbly suggest that this is not the occasion to stint on preparation or provisions. May the 12 watch over you. Thanks, random guard. Don't feel like flying back. I'm back, and we need more cutscenes. I trust the private's explanation was worth the journey. Simply securing approach to the fragment's entrance proved a monumental task. I do not think what defeating its inner defenses will entail. If there is naught I might do to aid you... Lady... Oh, my apologies, Master Alphinaud, has there been a change of plan? The ranger informed me of the impending expedition. I merely came to exchange a few words with my fellow San before she disappeared into the depths of the second coil. Though I would strenuously deny it if were she present, my sister's admiration and affection of our grandsire exceeds even mine own. Upon the matter of his legacy, therefore, Alisaie is wont to go above and beyond the call of duty. In her grandfather's absence, she has made the salvation of Erosia her personal crusade. 'Twas that which prompted her to brave the perils of the first Coil, yet the fact that she risks her life in this manner is not the greatest of my concerns. No, it is her subsequent fixation upon my grandfather's shade that worries me most. This quest to rid the world of Bahamut has not become a quest to save a man long dead. My sister must needs have a better reason to fight. A time will come when the fate of the realm rests upon our shoulders, and when it does, we must be strong in our resolve and certain of the stakes for which we risk all. There is a wide difference between fighting for the good of Erosia and fighting for the love of a man who died for the good of Erosia. Alisaie must choose her own path. She cannot rely on grandfather to choose it for her, for he is gone. I'm glad that it is you with whom she makes this journey. Alisaie has discovered the deeper purpose, and then where better to find one than at the side of Rosia's greatest champion. 'Twas there that I found mine, after all. But 'tis past time I was gone. Fair fortune in your endeavors. Ah, Lieutenant NAEL'D, was it? I would appreciate you making no mention of my presence here to my sister. Alright, see ya, Alisaie. May us to arrive at any moment. I shall abide in confident expectation of your triumphant return. Another turn in the Coil. New duties. Duty. I like how the portal's right here in the town. I think most of these now have bosses, don't they?
I can't remember.
Bahamut's shadow. On floaty rocks. Pretty sure this one has a boss.
I think this is Rafflesia.
Weird effect shit. Alright, go murder. I'm gonna go watch a cutscene. See, there is story cutscenes, but you don't have to do this one. You can skip right to the last one. Or are we just checking out the sights? How strange. Why could we not see all this before? Fucking magic. I suppose it was only to be expected that corrupt crystals should accompany a disturbance of this magnitude. After all, the fragment likely pierced the ground to a depth of many hundreds of yalms. The swirling aether leaking from the wound must warp the very air, creating a veil that hides these formations from view. Well, it's not as we expected this to be a straightforward task. Let's tread carefully, shall we? 'Tis imperative that we win through to the depths of the structure and disable the mechanism that powers Bahamut's regeneration. Of course, if we should chance to encounter my grandfather upon the way, I shall not let him go again, not while there is hope that he may yet be saved. But mayhap we should put such thoughts from our minds until after we have successfully gained entrance to the place. That opening up ahead appears a suitable point of ingress. I like how my cutscene, your character just hanging out, checking it out. As you go ahead and just murder everything.
Yeah.
I'm on the way! So you just have to go and kill the crystals in here, right?
Yeah,
And
there was
open up
crystals surrounded by golems.
And then you're probably gonna get another cutscene. Yep. Ugly flower. Is it Rafflesia?
Yeah.
Raptor is the best medicine? Oh, hi boss. Vulnerability up. Murder. That was a good plant of attack.
Yeah.
We just couldn't leave it alone. And suddenly, items in my inventory. I also didn't get a hooray. We end up getting a bunch of poetics. You getting a bunch of poetics too?
I think so.
Yeah, it should be the bonus of like 100 for every single one we do.
Yeah, I'm at 450 so far.
Alright, this was a maze, but I believe it's forward then right. Let's see if I remember this. Oh, getting bulkhead. So yeah, there should be a one of those teleport things that jumps you forward. I think that's the first one you take, and then I think the next one you take to the right. And from there should be a hallway that leads to the boss. Or I could be completely fucking wrong. Technology. Oh, hello. That armor, no, it couldn't be. Be on your guard, though it defies all reason that he should live. I know of only one who wears such armor. He whom the Empire raised as high as the Black Wolf himself. Legatus of the 7th Legion? I speak to the madman who brought the meteor... Raven. The what?
The White Raven.
Who brought the meteor project to fruition. We faced the White Raven. Nailed it! Harbinger of the 7th Umbral Era. Mail Van Darnus? Oh, Darnus. That was the name of the fool who perished upon the eve of the promised Age of Glory. It should not be uttered within these hallowed halls. And a polite bow. Uh-oh, angry. Out of love for his loyal servant, the one true deity named me NAEL'D Deus Darnus. The one true deity... Bahamut! He speaks of Bahamut!
Fail Van Darnus.
Oh, Lord, Bahamut, thy name is as sweet water to parched lips. How my heart swells at thy sacred touch. I feel like this guy has been huffing too much glue. This blessed sanctum is the domain of my God and his beloved children. Seek to defile his glory, and you will answer to me. Whee! Alright, bye. How is this possible? From what Alphanos told me, NAEL'D was slain on the eve of the calamity. What of the truth of the matter, we must be on our guard. There can be no reasoning with the worshippers of a primal. And your character is just hanging out here staring at Alisaie. And then I went and immediately do another cutscene. The outer coil. It's like you are now starting the dungeon. It's like, and then we're at the boss.
Yep.
Another cutscene. Ugly boss. Ugly weird thingy. Angry. Melusine. Have you Melusine her? Murder. I went and stand in the puddle in the middle. It didn't do too much damage. Hooray! Nope, just a smile and a nod. Mapping the realm. It's like, wait, how much of the realm was there? So were my corrections right? Or were my directions right? Or were they like, was there even a maze, or is it just walk in and fight the boss? We're turning this shit around. Turn 3.
Oh, there we go.
More technology. Orb. Oh no, this one was the maze one. Central Dex. The last one, was it just a boss, or were there actually shit to go through?
It was another elevator ride. So there was a bunch of duders on the elevator, but they died before you got out of the cutscene.
Yep. A reminder of the passages beneath Castor Mountains. We must have traveled quite some distance below the surface. More of the same tunnels. 12 be good. Surely cannot continue all the way down from the upper floors. 'Tis difficult to see inside, but I have a terrible feeling those corridors house more of the dreadful guardians you have already faced. It is said that the Elegans excelled in the creation of chimerical beasts, and that the Red Moon teemed with 1,000 fanatical monstrosities, all to prevent the enemies of the ancient empire from releasing the Elder Primal. I wonder, the creature that spoke that prowled these halls, could they have been the beloved children of which NAEL'D spoke? Well, there's yet another mystery to ponder upon our return. Shall we continue onwards? In this maze. think it's to the right, isn't it? Or is it forward?
I think it's forward. Then...
And then this looks like it. Yep. I think. Oh, we're into a cutscene. Boss time. I can't remember what this boss is called. Is this some big robot thing?
I don't know if I jump across the final start.
Yep, some weird fucking... Thing's ugly as fuck.
I shall call him Robo-Tentaculous.
Whee! The Avatar. Oh, that's rude.
Ow. So don't stand on each other. I think if there was some extra stuff we did, he's not as tanky. Huh. I got a attention to what's happening. Wait a minute.
So if it's small circles, we need 2 people, then big circles need 3 people in them.
Oh.
So it says the solution is to kill him before he does it.
I'm using all my bursts right off the bat. He's just super tanky.
Almost got it that time.
No.
If it's little circles on us, I think we would survive.
I didn't even survive the little circle.
Well, no, if
With
we both have
tactician and everything.
If we both have little circles on us, it won't do the insta kill. We don't have enough people in the circles. That's what's insta killing us, because the big circles require 3 people in them, right? Well, the little circles require 2. So if you get a double circle, I think I'm not sure if these AoE as well. So I guess there's one way to find out. Hang on a sec. Let's try something.
What's that?
If you come over here. All right, don't DPS yet. All right, now start DPSing. All right, we get a little bit more time if we let him use his first attack first.
Okay. I should be able to get him then if I do my stuff properly. Just say when.
Try going now. See what happens.
I should have brought my tank.
I try going now once he melees me the first time. Because I think he does a melee and then a laser. Oh, never mind. He did the binds right away.
I think I gotta wait for that little AoE laser that he does after you attack him.
There's a shortcut right here you can take.
Oops. Does he do the bind attack over and over again?
Well, the bind attack is just the precursor to him doing the bombs.
Because why don't you start the fight and then I'll just jump in after he kills you. Or doesn't kill you, but starts the bind.
His bind is hit point based, I believe. I mean, I can start here. Are you just gonna wait there for now then?
I'll try it the other way again. Damn it. Because if I wait till enter the arena after he does the bind, then I won't be hit by the missile, right? Or do you think he'll just kill you beforehand?
I mean, I can try seeing how far I can get in the fight by myself. I guess we're just doing too much damage to him.
Yeah, that worked. Once those when I waited for those towers to pop up, he didn't do the bind.
Get a nod for this one. No hooray. Alright, now next it's time for the true test, right? This one you have to kill before he does the 2 ice strikes. You can survive the meteors because they only do about 10,000 each, but the ice strikes are an insta-kill. The ice and fire strikes. Which should be possible because I had soloed this at level 80, so... The hollow charts.
Well, the previous bosses would only require me to hit them twice and I killed them. Whereas that last guy, he just had a ton of hit points or defense or something, because... Even when I hit him with all three of my super attacks, he still had a lot of hit points left.
Oh right, there's the boobies on the ground that you use for markers. We're getting mood. That surely cannot be Dalamud. How? Where are we? The final resting place of Nael van Darnus. Oh, Darnus. This is a grave for the undeserving. And for the crime of trespassing upon my God's sanctuary, this place shall serve as your grave too. No! In the hour of his failure, Nael van Darnus felt the curse of Aether begin to bear away his essence. Before oblivion could claim the last of him, a divine will reached out, and I was born. Then did the words of my God resound in mine ears. It's like Psyche gets a check. Bring unto my name is crushing defeat, that they might know despair without end, and claim thee thus the victory which thou wert once denied. This boss is kind of an asshole. And suddenly ugly as fuck. So it seemed that little remained of Nael's essence when Bahamut plucked him from the brink of oblivion, and the result was the strange simulacrum. Nevertheless, her aura bespeaks great power. She channels the rage of the Elder Primal herself. Lord Bahamut, thy wish is my command. None shall escape thine unquenchable fury. Come, ye dull, unthinkable beasts, bare your teeth. They will avail you not in the calamity to come. That's right, this angry Lalafell's gonna punch you in the face. I like how Alisai's like, no, peace out. Alright, I'm totally gonna die.
Okay.
Bye. These ones are dropped on the nipples. Kill the golems. Don't have to let them eat the things. And then now we drop in the circle. Meteors! Meteors! More nipple ones. Remember, just kill these golems quickly. Doesn't matter if they swallow the meteors or not. Alright, so remember after this phase, the thing's going to drop in the middle, it kills you instantly, so you have to get slightly, I want to say inside the ring a little bit. Explosion. You're fine. And here comes the knockback. You don't want to stand in the very middle. Isn't that the tower fall? Or the tower fall a little later. There it is. Alright, just kill Nael before she can do anything. See? Easy, right?
Yeah.
Nailed it. It was all an illusion. This time I get a hooray. Hooray! Second coil complete. Dead Lalafell. My inventory space. Alright, do we find Grandpa again? I'm not dead yet. Poor creature, with you had never been born. You had surrendered your physical form and collapsed into Aether, but Bahamut denied you death and imprisoned what little was left of you in an ethereal shell resembling what, I wonder? Images from your memory, perhaps? But that shell is now broken, and your primal deity seems disinclined to sustain your existence. My primal deity, I kneel to no icon. What need have I to beg the favor of such filth? I am Nael Van Darnus, Legatus of the 7th Legion. No, a moment. My thoughts are clouded and this body is not mine own. Could it be that you spoke the truth? Was I ensorcelled by the Lesser Moon's ancient prisoner? That will not happen again. You speak as if Bahamut no longer controlled you, but that's impossible. Once the primal ensnares the mind, it cannot be freed. Unless Bahamut simply relinquished his claim. What need has he of the broken spirit bound for the ethereal realm? Oh, that I should fall prey to the very influence I sought to purge from the land. The irony is galling. But do not assume that all of my actions were chosen for me. It was my will that the Meteor Project be resurrected, mine and none other. Yet it seems that my grand designs were destined to fail. Even the ungentle release of death was denied me. Nael, please, you must tell us more of the calamity. I must know the truth of what has befallen the world, and what has become of my grandfather, Archon Louisoix. You are Louisoix's grandchild? Nah, the fates are generous with their cruelty. Continue on if you would have your answers. They await you at the terminus of your path, but know that this path leads only to despair. The light of truth was ever harsh and unforgiving. Why do you say this? Grandfather will be freed once we put a stop to Bahamut's restoration, will he not? What are you not telling us? Steel yourself, child. Only unbending resolve and merciless strength can conquer what lies ahead. The weak can do naught but weep under the pall of their own misery, as did the frail child I once was. Oh, get fucked! That's a spirit. Silence, chattering raven. Your wretched wings are broken and you shall soar no more. My crimson moon, your brilliance sears mine eyes. Bye. I recognize the voice, Monica, but never would he say such words. Come, let us finish what we came to do. All will be put aright when the final hulk lies dormant. Grandfather will be himself again, I'm sure of it. More cutscenes. Bahamut generates more swiftly than I had anticipated. Let us hope that disabling this coil will serve to slow the process. He's getting lasered. This place seems different, but the controls appear to mimic the mechanism we found in the Lenosian Hulk. It shouldn't pose a problem. The coil is a deadly laser. The moment I beheld Nael's transformation, hope wilted in my heart. I did not believe you could stand against the manifestation of Bahamut's power. For all your fabled strength and skill, I felt certain that I was going to lose you, just as I lost my grandfather. Even he, a man for whom naught seemed impossible, was humbled before Bahamut's might. It's like I may be shorter, but I'm stronger. And yet look how far we have come. 'Tis incredible the feats of which we are capable, our boundless potential. 'Twas this capacity for greatness, I believe, that grandfather so dearly wished to protect. With all that has occurred, I've come to understand that much at least. One more zap, he's gone. 'Tis done. Should we make our way back to the surface and gather our thoughts? We have seen much that will benefit from Irinja's learned perspective. Oh, hi. Ah, get fucked. Grandfather? It is you, then why? Child abuse. Abandon this quest, Alisaie. I will not countenance further sabotage of the coils. Sabotage? But we must seal the coils if we are to prevent Bahamut's revival. Your defiance seals your fate. Don't fight this angry Lalafell. No, you're not who I thought you were. My grandfather would never. Foolish girl. How could the White Raven allow herself to be beaten and bested by such sniveling opponents? Listen well, we all exist at the pleasure of one divine will, and the word of Lord Bahamut is absolute. Scurry back into your holes, vermin. You have been granted this one reprieve, but should you be so foolish as to call to my lord's demand again, I will crush the life from you myself. Alright, peace out. My character be like, dude, your grandfather's a prick. That light in grandfather's eyes, he'll suffer the same fate as NAEL'D. My grandsire is no more. That was not but a phantom that profanes his noble memory. This mockery must be expunged. I will not rest until I free grandfather's soul from Bahamut's tyranny. Do you hear me, Bahamut? Your time is at an end. Erosia and my family will be avenged. Yeah, fuck you, Bahamut. Alright, am I gonna exit here and go into another immediate cutscene? Nope. But Alisaie's here for the quest. Alisaie's resolved. Alisaie is keen to seek Ranger's learned opinion on the disturbing events which unfolded during your expedition into the second coil. Truly, it's wonderful to escape that stifling air and return to Northern Thanalan again, it would appear. I must thank you. Were it not for your bravery, I strongly doubt that I would be standing here now. But you need not worry, Terry, on my account. The danger is past. Pray go on ahead and appraise the Ranger of all that has occurred. I will join you anon. My thoughts are yet unruly, and I would rest here a while. All the way back here again. I'm back. As your hero doth return, then I speak of the dread task completion. The second coil now lieth dormant. Yet I sense the tidings thou bearest are not altogether glad. Pray tell me what ill hath cast a shadow which falleth now upon thy brow. Man, Ranger is like really exhausting to talk to. Hello. An old foe and an old friend. So 'twas but the ethereal shadow of Master Louis while that Lady Alisaie beheld, an unnatural conjuration enthralled to the elder primal. That the fiend would deign to choose him of all men, even in full knowledge of the shade's true nature, I would be hard-pressed to weather such a confrontation. Yet what agonies must the young mistress have endured? Such torment did she never deserve. Mayhap 'twere better if the Lady Alisaie did absent herself from future forays into the coils. I have come too far to surrender to grief. That's a resounding no. My lady, I am resolved to defeat these fiends, and naught shall sway me from my path. Now let's peer more deeply into the well of our discoveries. As you wish, my lady. By your leave, I would speak first of the coil's late guardian, NAEL'D Van Darnus. Van Darnus was a legatus of the Garlean Empire who strove to bring about Eris's found destruction, only to fall even as the sixth sun did set. If thou hast heard tales of the White Raven, then it is he of whom they speak. Aye, he, I say, for NAEL'D was for certainly no maid. The noble house of Van Darnus, as we discovered all too late, had long safeguarded the wisdom of ancient Allag. 'Twas thus that the legatus came to learn the true nature of Bahamut and to seek to employ the Red Moon as a weapon against Erosia. But the crystal tower and the mechanisms required to command the satellite yet lay hidden beneath the ground, compelling NAEL'D to construct a far less subtle mechanism, and in his first faltering attempts to communicate with Bahamut, he did likely rouse the satellite's slumbering prisoner. Thenceforth, the White Raven's soul belonged to Bahamut. He was fortunate indeed to acquire so powerful a thrall by chance. 'Tis little wonder he was so loath to part with him. Why let a simple thing like death reprieve one of so useful a pawn? Though we may accuse him of bungling in Van Darnus' resurrection, I dare say Bahamut was as content to have a handmaiden as a manservant. I only hope that the two thralls we encountered were the extent of his flock. Yet I cannot help but dwell on NAEL'D's words, those beloved children of whom he spoke. I assumed at first that he referred to the moon's beastly guardians, but should Bahamut have enslaved other mortals, we must needs remove this source of worship. Otherwise, our efforts to disable the coil shall be for naught. Forgive my indelicacy, my lady. Thou art wise indeed to speak of expunging the primal thralls, but canst thou truly pursue a course which would cost thee thine own grandsire? My heart and mind are as one on this matter. Grandfather's salvation can be won but by a single method, the destruction of Bahamut, and not that might serve to sustain him. Monica, while urging I endeavor to ascertain the existence of any further enthralls, I suggest you grant yourself a moment's respite. Rest assured that I will contact you the moment I have need of your inimitable talents. That we have achieved so much I owe to you. I fear, however, that our trials have barely begun. There's no rest for me or for Mike. Though time had dulled the pain of thy passing, I find that I am wounded afresh. Master Alisaie, what good shall come of this unending search for knowledge and truth? Long have I believed the pursuit of such treasures to be the duty of every true Charlayan. Yet when each new revelation serveth only to heap further anguish upon those whom we would fain protect, must we truly reach for more? So you have found your resolve, dear sister. Will you now find a use for the secret for the key that only you and I hold? Alisaie, your brother stalking you. Give her familiar propensity for curiosity. You would do well to remember that keys may serve to seal doors as well as unlock them. Bahamut is a most unwelcome guest, to whom the door should never have been opened. You can handle the truth. Fragments of truth. Ranger would speak with you regarding your mission to prevent Bahamut's return. Man is wont to cast light wheresoever secrets lie hid in darkness. Though that which he illuminateth seldom bringeth him joy, so it is with such unhappy truth as Bahamut's immense shadow doth conceal. Yet ever onward forgeth Mistress Alisaie, undeterred by the burden of knowledge that weigheth heavily on her heart. 'Tis a perilous path she hath chosen, and a painful one. I prithee, Monica, remain by her side as her valiant blade, that she might see her quest to its conclusion. How about her valiant book, because I'm a scholar? It is well that you are here. My lady, how might I serve you this day? I met with some difficulty in my mission, and I should be grateful for your counsel. As you know, Bahamut's physical form is regenerating beneath the Cardinal Flats even as we speak. If we are to prevent his return, we must needs disable the two remaining internment hulks that sustain him. Every moment our mission is delayed, the realm is pushed closer to the brink of destruction. Alas, though I have determined the locations of fragments of Delmid leading to the hulks, I have been unable to find a way to enter them. And gaining admittance to is but the first step in your perilous undertaking. When last thou descended to Bahamut's subterranean fastness, thou didst discover, didst thou not, that the dread primal had bound the shade of Nael'D Darkness to his will? And though thou didst consign the fallen Legatus to blessed oblivion, thou mayest recall that the piteous wretch was not alone. Doubt not but that Bahamut's other thralls shall seek to hinder thy passage. You can say his name, Ranger. I have not forgotten that my grandfather is waiting for us. My lady, I remind you, as I must oft remind myself, that the man whom we both loved and revered is no more. What remaineth is but a shade which defileth his memory. The vile verbiage that spilleth from his lips must not be heeded, for it cometh not from your grandsire, but from Bahamut himself. You need not worry, come what may, I will not stray from the course. I will not let grandfather's sacrifice be in vain. But mere words will not take us whither we must go. As I said, I have been unable to find a way to enter the fragments of Dalamud. My lady, might I suggest that you visit the fragments again in Monica's company? Full oft hath the Warrior of Light set events in motion by virtue of her presence alone. 'Tis possible that she may do so again. I, the while, shall search for answers of my own, but our efforts combined, full sure am I that the path shall be revealed to us ere long. Were it anyone else, I should question the wisdom of such advice, yet I cannot deny that what you say about Monica is true. Very well, I shall do as you suggest. Assuming you have no objections, of course, good. Now we must seek entry to two fragments of Dalamud. One lies at the Burning Wall in Eastern Thandel, and the other at the Singing Shards in Mordona. I left an assistant at each location with instructions to continue searching for a means of ingress. It is not impossible that they could have since found something useful to us. Let's begin to visit my man in the Burning Wall. Dex, I think it was. I'm waiting for him to Dex Bahamut in the face. He's got a Dex build.
Ready for the next?
I'm just doing the quest line for it.
Okay. I may have to head out here.
Hi, Dex. I say, are you not Mistress Darkstar, my lady's most faithful companion? Sinus, madam, at your service, and may I say that what an honor it is to meet you. Okay, not Dex, it's a different person. How goes... Oh, no, never mind. How goes the survey, Dex? I misread that. My lady, it shames me to say that I have found no viable path to the fragment. Though it stands there before our very eyes, the way thither has thus been proven impassable. When the fragments fell and pierced the land, it caused a prodigious amount of aether to spew forth. 'Twas this that gave rise to the land's twisted lay, which seems destined to thwart our efforts. Even were an opening to exist, I fear that we would struggle to reach it. We cannot give up. Keep trying. So near and yet so far. Well, it avails us not to stand here and stare at the thing. Let us away to Mordona and try the other fragments. Perhaps Sinus has fared better. Sinus. It's a sinus infection. Upon that note, my lady, there's something I must tell you. I'm sorry to report that I lost contact with my brother just over a bell ago. As you know, those singing shards are home to many fell creatures, ogres among them. While I do not wish to cause you undue alarm, I fear something unspeakable may have happened to Dex. What? Why didn't you give me strength? We must hurry to my assistant's aid, Monica. Alright, which one is Sinus and which one is Dex? I'm confused now. Anyways, you gotta take off, right? Alright, thanks, slave. Alright, where's the other assistant? Oh, there he is, hiding. Hello, you okay? Give you some first aid? Why don't you just physic him? Alright, what kind of shit went down here? Thank you, adventurer. For a moment there I feared that my bones were to be ground up and used to bake bread. I'm relieved to see that you are unharmed. It was wrong of me to press such a dangerous task upon you. My lady, your words are wasted on me. 'Twas nothing at all, I assure you. If it please you, I shall report on my findings. As you can see, the tip of the fragment is exposed. The rest is encased in rock and crystal, rendering it impossible to enter the structure. You might try excavating the area around the fragment, but that might like to take time, and there really is no telling how deep we may need to dig before we find a suitable spot of ingress. As such, I am forced to conclude that gaining entry in this fragment is unrealistic. Forgive me, my lady. Confound it, we are losing precious time. What are we to do now? 'Tis I, urge you. Good glad tidings have I for thee and my lady. For a blessing, a way hath been found by which thou mayst enter the remaining fragments of Bahamut. Pray escort Mistress Alisaie to the cerulean processing plant in northern Thanalan. There all shall be made clear. Alright, had Thanalan origin has found a way. Then we must go to him at once. Wait, are these two dudes the bodyguards from like the very first quest at the beginning of the game with her? So long ago. It's like 58, 59 parts ago. Hello, you're in danger. What have you got for us? Besides another cutscene. Hello. Mine apologies for summoning you thus from afar, my lady, but 'tis here that your journey may finally begin. From where? I didn't want to my knowledge there are no fragments in northern Thanalan. Nor are you mistaken, my lady, yet a path doth exist, one which you yourself have made use of in the past. At the conclusion of your several forays into the binding coil, 'twas at this crystal formation which lieth in the north of this place that you did emerge, was it not? Yes, an ethereal stream bore us back to the surface. That much I hadn't surmised. Are you suggesting we can use it to return underground? And if that were possible, would it not simply bear us back to those places that we have already explored? It need not, my lady. Pray allow me to explain. Upon the evidence of your experience, it seems plain that two internment hulks may share the selfsame ethereal egress. From this we did infer that others may be connected to in likewise. Thus did we labor long to verify the existence of further tributaries to the selfsame stream, in which task we were at length successful. 'Twas then but a matter of arriving at a solution to the problem of traveling to an unattuned destination. That one might reach what we may call the headwater, we propose to employ modified aetherite which serveth to amplify such ripples as do originate from said source. By focusing one's essence upon these ripples, it should be possible to make the journey. Yet be fairly warned, my lady, as with all untried modes of ethereal travel, this method entaileth considerable danger. Merely to attempt the voyage could cost you your life. That is a risk I'm willing to take. You're brilliant, Ranger. But I'm curious, did you have assistance in forming this plan? I cannot help noticing your repeated use of the word we, unless you have taken to using the majestic plural in our absence. Nay, my lady, as you correctly surmised, I was not alone in this endeavor. Meaning there are others who are aware of our mission. Well, it can't be helped now. Preventing Bahamut's return is what matters. If some secrecy must be sacrificed to achieve our goal, then so be it. Alright, see you guys. Hi, Ali. Another cutscene. As many cutscenes as the Hildebrand questline. So that must be the modified 8th rite, but what are the mortal flames doing here? Those men may be sworn flames of Olda, but they are the first and foremost faithful retainers of House Lavillier. Sup, bro? And so it's you who was helping him. Who else could it have been? Lest you worry, I have no intention of making the details of your venture public. Like you, I would prefer to avoid causing a panic. But given that which is at stake, namely the survival of the realm, one must be willing to accept help when it is offered. Would you not agree? At the very least, do not be cross with your ranger. 'Twas at my behest that he kept silent. We will speak later. Oh, you're in trouble. Pray forgive me, my lady, but knowing full well your intent, I judge to meet with that master. I will not be informed. Though your grandsire hath become Bahamut's thrall, his noble blood courseth yet through both your veins, and if he must needs be struck down. Do you hear that? I mean to strike down grandfather, and when I have done so, I shall banish Bahamut to the Aether. Nothing you say will sway me from my course. I will protect yours, and I will uphold grandfather's legacy. And grandfather's legacy, so you still do not know what you yourself desire. Your actions are still driven by borrowed resolve. Borrowed resolve? What does that have to do with anything? Fight, fight, fight! Protecting her was grandfather's goal, and we made it ours, both of us. That is why we came here, unless you have forgotten. God forbid I should ever forget, Alisaie, but you misunderstand. I do not question your resolve, only whence it came. If it were your own, you would be able to tell me precisely why you desire so fervently to protect Orzia. Yet you cannot, for it is not your resolve, but grandfather's. You may struggle to see the difference, but borrowed resolve will never be as strong as that which springs from within. But let us speak of this another time. For now, preventing Bahamut's return is all that matters. To be plain, I have no objection to striking down whatever is left of grandfather. Know, however, that I will be accompanying you this time. As a son of House Lavillier, I would be present for his final moments. Very well, you may join us on one condition. I make the decisions. If it please my lady, the name's Erkenrad. Our preparations are just about complete. The dude's rad. When you're ready to embark on a mission, just give the word. I'll be waiting for you at the cerulean processing plant. That chick's pretty rad, right? Pay no heed to my brother, you can rely on me. We have come far together, you and I, and together we shall see our journey to its end. Does it irk you that you're so rad? I've been waiting for you. I'm pleased to say that the Aether is primed and ready. As the remaining internment hulks are connected to the fragments in Eastern Thanalan and Mordona, it's to the former that we'll be sending you first. Now you'll be starting inside the hulk, meaning you won't have to cover so much ground. The drawback being that you'll be fighting for your life from the moment you get in there. Best be prepared for anything, for my lady's sake, if not your own. And that's all I can tell you. When your preparations are ordered, just give me the word and I'll send you on your way. I may even throw in a prayer for your speed return just to be on the safe side. Did it. Alright, last one opened? Yes. I might also finish off with this quest over here. This should be Savage, right? From Alice. Sing me another song. In a place such as Remnant's Toll, information must flow along with wine. Why not linger downstream of Alice for a spell? What'll it be? You know, if you have a second, a certain patron of mine's been itching to have a word with you, our friend, the bard here. He says he needs inspiration that only adventurous tale could provide. Plain lacking imagination, if you ask me, but he's not a bad sort. Wandering or not, he never tries to pay in song when he owes in copper. Alright. What do you want to know? You want to know about the second coil? Hello. Can it be you? You've outdone yourself since the last we met, that much I've heard. They say you sojourned to Dalaman's shadow, yet lived to tell the tale. I was in these parts at the time, and felt a disturbance in the aether. Was the White Raven himself, you say? Ah, no wonder. Tell me more. Recount to me your journey through the shadow. Take me there on the wings of memory and imagination. Your stirring tale has stirred me. Lo, I am as a cauldron bubbling fragrantly in the great kitchen of the castle keep, a stew of inspiration, a slew of verses. Listen, my good adventurer, and listen well, for the song I sing is of your tell. Hooray, music time! Into the flesh of darkness go bringers of light, for the flame of flickers in Bahamut's tomb. In that cloying black stirs a raven white, clawing blood from my barren wound. What was slain in silver proud did in golden malice rise, metals of infinite ruin that every hero must despise. What say you? That's not exactly how you told it to me. Ah, but you forget I'm a poet. We read between the lines, rendering into words of which was left unspoken, lest you wonder. I shall name this composition Shadow of the Raven. Hooray! New song from Yoshi P. Alright, the player has been updated. Binding Coil's Bahamut Savage. The second Coil Bahamut Savage is a brutally difficult version of the raid of the same name. If you choose to undertake the challenge, it will be purely for honor and glory. This was the beginning of Savage, when it was horribly difficult. I'm not sure if it was overtuned, but it was brutal. Alright, so I think that's good for now because there's a lot of cutscenes. Next time, I think we'll finish off the Binding Coils. We have to get back to Hildebrand as well. Thanks for watching! Did you like this video? If you did, like it, leave a comment, and share it. You can click on the left button to subscribe, and the right button to watch more Lalafell adventures. Thanks for watching!